And then we should be good to go.
Thus, it starts. The great battle of the Brit-bongs.
The great battle of the Brit-bongs. I'm really hoping we'll have an exciting match on our hands here today. They said it was pretty even throughout the warm-up. It went both ways. Also, if I sound a little bit silly today, chat, that's because I bit the fuck out of my tongue. So, yeah.
I'm ready when you are.
Yeah, they seem to be ready. So, I think we'll get started here.
And the match begins.
The match
Fab with the serve.
begins. First point, they're going to Fappingson. But Baldrickk getting it even again. Far out on the corner, Baldrickk having a lot of space to move. Again, far out on the corner, Baldrickk having a lot of space to move, but just about missing the edge there. So I'm pretty curious to see how it went both ways for them, because there's probably some dynamic at play there. Is there a certain kind of ball that Baldrickk has difficulty hitting, and same for Fappingson? Or is it just that one person gets a bit of a in-the-moment thing where they just, everything clicks for him? I wonder what kind of dynamic that is and how we'll see it here. But it seems they are trailing each other quite closely for the time being.
Indeed.
Baldrickk giving him a far ball, yeah.
Baldrickk seems to go for balls that go straight to the edge. Close to the edge, I mean.
Damn, that's a really nice return from Baldrickk. Very far out. Ooh. Can't believe he hit that.
Smash
also,
time.
Good smash.
He's got one now.
And Fab overshoots. Baldrickk 8 points in the lead now.
Oh, nicely done.
Anyway.
Far out hit from Baldrickk. Fappingson doesn't manage to return it. I have to say, so far they have been having nice rallies. Baldrickk
indeed
hitting it over with just a little bit too much lift.
Funny sex number.
Funny sex number indeed.
And it is gone.
Give us a PongChamp in the chat, guys.
And Baldrickk takes the first one.
Baldrickk takes the first game, yeah. Serving quirkily. Far out hit. Baldrickk manages to return it. This one, he doesn't.
And he unfortunately overshoots.
Unfortunately, are you taking sides here?
I mean, the British, whoever loses, it's a win for everyone else.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
The net got in the way.
Yeah, as the net often tends to. Baldrickk remarking it gets in the way.
Nice save.
Far hit. Baldrickk really good on the far away from the table hits, like the ones...
that's a fantastic rally that you got going on.
Ooh, that's a great rally. Far out. Fappingson just overshooting it there. Yeah, Fappingson definitely seems to struggle a lot more with the balls that are further to the side. So, like, the ones that bounce not straight ahead, but, like, to the side where you have to dive. Baldrickk seems to be very proficient at those.
He tends to overshoot those so far, at least.
Or just not reach them sometimes as well.
He hits the net. Baldrickk in the lead once
just
more.
Overshooting it. Baldrickk set to take the first set. Using sets is probably bad of me to do there, considering I then went on to talk about the set. Confusing sentences. Confusing terminology. I apologize, chat. If anyone has to be run through it, a game is first to 11. A set is a best of 3 games, and then the match is the first to 4. Speaking of
Baldrickk
first to 4...
funny sex number.
Funny sex number yet again.
Baldrickk
almost
has good chances to take this set.
Yeah, almost at my
Fab is catching up.
Fappingson is catching up a bit indeed. But Baldrickk does look like he's going to take the first set 1 point away from it here. Good ball control.
Nice rally.
Fappingson hasn't overshot it.
Ooh, and barely returns it.
Fappingson manages to postpone. Oh, will Fappingson crawl this back? Oh,
nicely done.
Anyone's game for now. Ooh, tricky one.
Oh,
where'd that go?
Off that way.
And then just about overshooting it. First set goes to Baldrickk. I'll update the score. Bada bing, bada boom. That's the point for the Brit Bong on the right.
What the?
You kind of just came like that.
Yeah.
So far, it seems like Baldrickk is playing more consistently, but this could still go either way.
Yeah, from how they described it, it really seems like it could go either way. I'm curious to see if we see the tables turn like Baldrickk described it. They did in warm up. I wonder, given they have been warming up for quite some time. I think before this they've warmed up for an hour or so. So I'm hoping that that they've not run out of steam to play with here.
Is he done?
It'd be a shame if they'd already exhausted themselves.
Yeah, that wouldn't be very satisfactory for the people here viewing.
Well, these are pro athletes, so they should be used to it.
Pro athletes.
And Fab hits the net.
Fappingson just about overshooting it. Baldrickk set to take the first game of the second set here. High balls from both of them. Fappingson doesn't manage to capitalize on that with a smash. Baldrickk 1 point away from the game.
And he takes the first game of this set.
Push that one. Nicely done.
What I do want to say is, though, that the two of them tend to get some nice rallies going. Which,
Yeah, they,
from personal experience playing ping pong, I can say, is more difficult than it looks.
Twice in a row.
Yeah, I think that also
Not
has
that
to
unlucky, I'm afraid.
maybe do with their tempo and how it is matched to one another. It doesn't seem like one of them has a very different playstyle from the other, or a very different tempo, which makes rallies potentially easier for
Oh
the
no,
two.
it went long, so it's mine.
NeonFoxy having issues with Oculus
Okay,
Link.
I thought it wasn't coming over.
Baldrickk
Sounds,
with a dirty serve, but it turns around to bite him in the ass.
Sounds tricky. NeonFoxy reporting issues with Oculus Link. We might have to postpone that match. Let me get in contact with her real quick.
Fab drawing even with Baldrickk now.
So far, a pretty lengthy match. We're about 8 minutes in, and we're on the second set. If Fappingson manages to take a game here, we could be looking at a very long match here indeed.
Oh, nice return from Baldrickk.
Neon, we are doing best of 7 because the thing with the matches we've done before is we never really got to a point where we went to like 2-2, 3-3, and then match point. So I'm thinking that if I stretch it to 5 and then people who are more evenly matched go up against each other, that would just take too long.
This is a very even game. 11
Yeah.
to 11.
Can Fappingson knock a game off here? Perhaps get a comeback on the sets. Excellent smash.
Shot.
Just about right. I'm afraid Nintendo's gonna sue us, because that was an excellent smash. I don't know if we can show that on stream.
Nice.
Ooh,
Yo,
that was a
Baldrickk
close one.
again taking a set. 2-0 to Baldrickk. Nice first rally there. Fappingson ultimately taking the point. Ooh, net hit, but Baldrickk just about manages to get it. Nice smash from Fappingson. Doesn't make it to a point, but then it does after. So let's think about this. So Fappingson seems to have some, or he seems like he's starting to get some really nice fast corner hits, some really fast smashes. I'm wondering if he'll try to do more of those. Oh, that's an amazing return from Baldrickk. Very unlikely return.
The thing with the smashes is, though, that they're potentially dangerous because if you overshoot, which is easier with them, well, you do lose the point. On the other hand, if you hit a nice one, they're incredibly hard to return. So the question is whether he's willing to take that risk or feels confident enough in pulling it off.
If there is no other good entry for him to take a point, then the decision is probably that he should. Because if the rally continues without smashes and he's likely to lose those rallies, then smashes would make most sense. But yeah, good fucking rally here. My God.
And Fab taking the lead in this game.
Fappingson taking the lead, yeah. Wonder what the state of exhaustion is for these two players, given they have been warming up for quite some time.
Not gonna lie, kind of difficult to tell in VR.
Ah, fuck. That's bang away from me.
Sorry, what was that already?
Kind of difficult to tell in VR. Also, while Baldrickk has the lead in terms of sets so far, this is still anyone's game. The two are quite evenly matched.
Fappingson taking the game here. Let's see if he can make it a set.
Oh.
Baldrickk doesn't go for that one. Seems like he thought he wouldn't get it. Or maybe he thought that it wouldn't hit the table. Nice rally forming here. Baldrickk ultimately losing the point. That has some underspin or some underlift, I think. Fappingson likes those kinds of returns. Fappingson running away with it here.
It's really picking up steam now. God damn it.
I wonder.
This is suddenly very one-sided.
I wonder if this is gonna. If these tables are gonna stay turned. Very nice undercut smash there. That's what I'm gonna call it because I don't know what else to call it. Nice corner hit. Fappingson just about missing the table, but if he hit the table, that would have been an excellent shot. Baldrickk gave him an excellent shot there. Excellent rally forming. Baldrickk not letting up. Probably feeling the heat.
It is a very fast-paced game right now. Lightning speed exchanges.
Oh, Fappingson just a little bit too high on the smash. Yeah. Fappingson 2 points away from taking a set here. Is he going to do it? Ooh, just about hitting the table on the fast return there, or the high return.
Okay.
Baldrickk losing the set here goes to Fappingson. 2-1 to Baldrickk.
All right.
Just get my arms loose again.
Very suspenseful match of the breadcrumbs.
2-1.
2-1, I think. Yeah.
2-1.
Yeah, it seems perhaps
All right.
this has affected Baldrick's spirits a little bit. Given there's more risk to this than in the group stage, if Baldrickk loses this, he is out of the tournament.
True. Also, both were participating in the Horses, Hot Dogs, and Hand Grenades tournament, so they should be used to this kind of pressure in front of a live audience. Holmir says, gamers. Hello, gamer.
Gamers indeed.
Okay.
14 people watching right now. Hello to everyone who just recently joined. As you can see, Baldrickk is currently in the lead in terms of sets, but it has been a fairly even game so far.
I can't, there's a wall there.
I'm just glad I got that one on my side.
You did well.
Fappingson seems to have restrictive problems with his play space.
Baldrickk doesn't seem to quite have the same problems, considering he does seem to take deeper dives and further shots. Baldrickk turning the tide here a little bit. Can he keep that up? Or will Fappingson once again get into the zone? Yeah, Sausage says he expected Fappingson to take a big advantage in this one. Yeah, I think it's a bit hard to say.
26 number.
Funny sex number yet again. My God, they just keep giving it to us. Oh, Baldrick just getting that.
Baldrick 1 point away from taking the game.
But Fappingson is not letting up yet. But overshoots
Not
it
at all.
first game to Baldrick.
Foxy is saying that Baldrick is consistent when it comes to returning normal balls, but struggles with pressure. And I kind of agree from what we've seen in this match, because when Fab gets into the flow of things and gets more, well, let's say bold with his returns and his serves, Baldrick seems to struggle a bit with that.
Here you can see that again. Fappingson giving a very fast ball to him. Sorry, Fappingson giving a very fast ball to him. I think he has to keep up the pressure here. He is steaming ahead in the second game of the set here. So the set is not lost quite yet. Can Fappingson turn up the heat?
He seems to be doing so right now, taking a rather large lead in this game and expanding on it. 8-2, 9-2. Misses the edge there. And he takes the game. If he can manage to keep up the pressure, this might very well be his set.
Oh, Jesus, nice one.
That was luck. Going off the net like that.
Nice.
Oh, that was a nice smash from Baldrick there.
Baldrick taking the lead here, set to win, set to win the set.
Oh, okay.
So,
Nice shot. Couldn't quite get the return.
He gonna, or is Fap gonna find a way to take it back here?
Oh, nice.
Barely misses there.
Oh, Baldrick 1 point away from it here.
Why did I not go for that?
Man,
The
hesitating just a bit too long.
My headset's
Baldrick
been
takes
going a bit funny
first
since the
set.
second game.
Yeah, 3-1 to
Is that-
Baldrick.
Yeah.
Maybe the
First game was
players,
lagging,
win
but
the
I'm
match.
not.
maybe the players should take a quick break here,
PSVR says I'm doing fine, so
being as
maybe
they
just
are
me.
expending a lot of energy.
Pep wants to win this match. He has to win 3 sets in a row now, which is going to be immensely difficult. A nice rally here, and barely misses the other side.
Nice shot.
Tied for points here.
even game so far.
Hmm. And Fappingson adjust his strategy because it seems it's just not working out consistently for him. I think he's gonna need to
Nice.
play to Baldrick's weaknesses to turn the tides here, because it seems like Baldrick is consistent, too consistent.
Oh, that was very close to being on the table there.
Baldrick 1 point away from taking another set here.
Fucking.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I think the issue here is that to make Baldrick's consistency crumble, Fab needs to put up some high pressure, and doing that constantly and being consistent when you have to do it constantly is quite difficult.
Hmm. Baldrick just a few points ahead now, but if they keep going at this rate, then lost for Fappingson.
By the way, on the table.
Nice smash by Fappingson, but he barely misses the table.
Hitting it into the net there.
And again, that's just unlucky. Oh my god. Well, he consistently hits the net. And I think that's his biggest problem.
Yeah, you're stuttering right now. Can you just can you just take a second to
Yeah.
Can you wave your bat around a bit just to see? Yeah, okay, that seems to be doing okay.
All right.
Sorry.
It's all right.
And he
You really should have
overshoots it.
smashed that
And
one.
it goes to Baldrick for
What's the score then? I can't remember.
1.
Did I remember either now?
4-1. I'll have to tell him.
Can we double check the score?
Yeah, I'll have to
Skip.
DM them.
Yeah, give me a second to.
Kip, I can hear you now.
Yo, it is 4-1. Baldrick has 1.
Ah.
So, yeah, thanks for playing, guys.
GG, well played. It was a fun match.
Yeah. So we'll take a few minutes, and then Ghostt and NeonFoxy will be playing their match.
All right, that was it. Was it okay?
Yeah. Could you guys Baldrick, could you just get I'll have to restart the game, so I'll just put it on the transition
Nice
screen.
match.
Wait, can I what, Kip?
Yeah, no. I'll just have to take it to the transition screen because the menu wasn't up, so then I'll have to restart the game.
Oh.
But that works.
I just
No
opened the menu.
problems. Nah, if individuals open it doesn't necessarily work. It has to like be the end of the game, but that's totally fine. I can cope with that. Yeah, but
Okay, sorry.
so let me know, guys. What did you think of that match? What did you think went wrong there for you, Fappingson?
Like I said in the last matches, it's mostly just my accuracy is not what it needs to be. Like most of the points I'm losing is because I'm going too far over the table. Like I'd say 2 out of 3 lost points are because I'm going over the fucking table.
Do you think that has to do with your lift? Because I do see a lot of lift in your shots. You tend to undercut a lot.
I'm getting more into doing overhands, but I don't know. Again, like I think partly what it is I went from playing you, Omega, and Neon, who are very fast players, to Baldrick. You're quite a slow player, and I'm constantly overestimating like how hard I need to return. So I'm hitting it harder than I think I need to get the speed back. So because he's playing very slow, I hit it really hard, and it pissed off over the end of the table. I don't know, and partly again it's just my accuracy is just not at all what it needs to be.
Did go for some
I would say that
pretty good
I
smashes
think we're
there.
very close. Now I'm not an expert, but it felt to me like Fappingson was controlling the direction of the game. So he was making me dive for the ball a lot more than I was making him do so. But for the most part, I was dictating the speed. So I was speeding it up or slowing it down. It felt like I was in control of that most of the time. And if I kept control of that, I could get the point. But if I lost control of the speed to Fappingson, then more often than not, it would go his way. So so in my mind throughout the entire match was I need to control the speed. You need to try and mix up the speeds more because I wasn't getting the accuracy in terms of placement on the other side of the table. So a lot of my balls were going sort of straight back to Fappingson here. And Fappingson was making me dive for them. So the thing I had control of was the speed. I think that is what changed it, or pushed it in my favour slightly. But I think that was a close game.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
I was struggling the entire way through. I couldn't let off. Because as soon as I did, you just went straight past me in those few games. Like especially, I think it was the third set. You just dominated me.
Yeah, I got a couple of good sets in, but it wasn't enough.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I'll play you anytime, Fappingson.
Yeah, you'll have to play each other more, and then maybe in another tournament things will look different. But yeah, that means Baldrickk continues in the consolation bracket, and Fappingson is out of the tournament for good now. Yeah, so I gotta thank Fappingson very much for playing in the tournament. Got
Me
some
too.
really
Thank you for having
exciting
me.
matches out of it. I hope you enjoyed as much as I have seeing you play. But yeah, thank you very much for playing, guys. Baldrickk is on to his next match.
Yep, I'm going to go freshen up and then join the commentary booth after the next match.
Yeah, alrighty. Cheers.
Right, our contestants seem to be ready and starting the game.
Skip that.
Neon overshooting there. Ghostt getting the first point.
Xathviar and Swingly. I don't think Swingly is in yet. Let me call Swingly to attention. NeonFoxy, I think having a lit serve there. Ooh, fast hit on the corner from Neon. Ghostt failing to return it.
Foxy playing some very low, very fast-paced balls here.
Yeah, some really quirky serve
that?
seems to be her signature serve. I wonder if she's been using that in warm-up a whole lot. Or if Ghostt is now just starting to have to find a way to deal with those.
He seems to be struggling with it.
Seems to also be a little bit less mobile than NeonFoxy. He seems to be a bit more still, whereas Neon is a bit more bouncy,
That's so lucky.
a bit more moving to
I
left and
agree.
right.
We see a lot of wider movements from Neon, while Ghostt seems kind of restricted in his.
Yeah, I think he has enough space though, so I'm not entirely sure why that is. I would tell him to move around a little bit, but that'd be interfering. So
Indeed, we're commentators, not trainers.
yeah.
Skip that.
And not to be rude towards Ghostt, but this seems to be a very one-sided match so far.
Choo.
Yeah, so far, Neon is running away with it. Fast corner
Absolutely
hit.
ruthlessly too.
Yeah, Neon does seem to have kicked it up a notch since the start of the match. Good return
sorry.
from Ghostt. Ghostt pretty sober about his returns. Just doing what is necessary to return them, but not necessarily adding a bunch of spinner speed to them. Which can definitely throw people off if you return a ball with less speed than they gave it to him.
Oh, got the lag down a bit.
Neon, the game ahead, but Ghostt slightly in the lead here. Bit more in the lead now. Ghostt speeding up the
slight
returns a little bit.
Oh,
Is Ghostt adapting to the speed Neon is playing at here?
maybe he's getting into the zone.
I certainly hope so. I would love for this to be longer. I haven't updated the score. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, chat. Yeah, to repeat, 1-0 for Neon. Neon on her way to win the second set here as well. And she does.
She takes it.
2-0 for NeonFoxy. A very, very fast match so far.
Neon
Can
playing
Ghostt
absolutely
stretch it?
relentlessly here. No
Yeah,
mercy
Neon
at all.
definitely is a very fast player.
That's why you wear hand traps.
Ghostt taking a small lead here. It seems a bit, when you look at the match, it seems a bit disproportional, the kind of movements that they make. It seems one person is a lot more fired up than the other.
Ooh, nearly.
Although Ghostt, in some cases, is taking the lead. So I'm hoping Ghostt starts getting in the zone, because it seems his positioning is truly his Achilles heel here.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like he's just too close to it for a lot of the balls where he can't get a good swing on him.
Neon takes the game.
Baldrickk marking that against Neon, she wasn't even moving her feet to beat Baldrickk. So I'm not entirely sure if that's just a kind of what danger someone poses to them kind of thing, or whether that's attitude, because it could very well be that Neon is by default fired up because of the tournament here, and therefore moving around more than she would maybe casually, or she's just fired up and happens to be fired up. But she's well on her way to taking the third
Sorry, that's
here.
terrible.
which is stunning, just breakneck pace.
Absolutely.
Good thing she's no longer in the championship bracket, because I'd be fearing for my life right now.
Oh, awful.
Although I did
Oh,
win against her,
Completely missed the ball behind
I'm
me.
fearing that she's she might have gotten better since then.
I did not see that match, unfortunately, so I can't comment on that. But from what I've seen in this match so far, she's a very consistently
Oh,
strong
nice.
player.
Ghostt taking
Goes
the
with a
lead
nice
here,
edge volley.
narrow lead.
Oh, slipped. Oops.
Ghost seems to be getting better at returning the ball here, but his movements are still fairly restricted. Finding himself to a much narrower area than Foxy seems to be.
Yeah. Although Ghostt, if he can keep up while not exerting as much energy, that can be a strategy in the long term for having the other person run out of steam before you do, and then sweeping some sets. But it doesn't seem like he's on his way to doing that now, given how close they are to finishing the match
Gosh
here and
darn
now.
Yes, indeed.
Ghostt may be on his way to taking a game. I certainly hope that is the case, so we can get to see more
Ooh, no.
of this.
It barely misses.
Good return from Ghostt. Neon doesn't manage to get it. They have been tangoing for a while, constantly evening the score. Neon has not yet taken a 1-point lead in this stalemate. Here, she takes one. But can Ghostt even it to 15-15 again?
Oh, nice
He
rally.
does.
Ghost seems
Nice
to
rally.
be getting into the flow now. But
Gets a wrong
misses again.
serve.
Oh, you
Neon
had that
Foxy
round.
takes the first game.
Oh, lazy.
Neon maybe a bit too eager with the Cersei.
Could very well be.
Ooh, nearly. I
Feel
thought
like-
you were going to get that one.
I feel like she's starting to lose consistency with these fast and low balls. Hitting the net way more often than she did in the beginning of the game. Just 1 point away from taking the game.
Ghostt
Scoop down.
close to taking this game here.
And Ghostt takes it.
Oh, sorry.
Neon blazing
Neon,
through
yeah.
the points just now.
Taking off with it, running away with it.
Ghostt can catch up now. That will be the match for him.
Wasn't going to get that one. Oh, scoop down.
Overshoots here.
Ghostt keeping a rally here, taking a point.
And he's inching closer. But Neon takes a point now and takes the match.
I think that's it.
So that's 4-0. Let's
I'm gonna
get them to unmute us. Neon seems to be taking a quick sip here.
That's fair enough. That
One.
was rather exhausting.
I think we may have just gotten affiliate, but I'm not entirely sure.
Woo!
I'm not entirely sure. I got a notification for an achievement that we unlocked, but I'm not seeing it quite yet. Yeah, no, I think it's just not coming through yet, but I think we got affiliate.
Yeah, it
So
usually takes about a day.
Neon and Ghostt. So hey, that went differently than the one warm up match we saw from you two. Ghostt, what do you think went wrong there?
I'm too slow.
I think if I had to estimate, I think movement was a big part of it. I think you were often not in position or taking good shots on the ball. So I think you might want to optimize your use of play space a bit more, because Neon seemed to be doing that quite a bit more, and was therefore in better positions to return specific hits. In any case, Neon, how do you think that went?
I was actually really annoyed by a lot of mistakes I made. At least half the points I gave away were really just like, just like I felt so lazy doing them. I know you played me before, and I just like yell at myself saying lazy because I can tell that I should have done something when I didn't. And I think a lot of that game went actually like that.
Nevertheless, you took it pretty well. I'm not saying one-sidedly, but you were clearly playing better with a lot of wider movements. That must have been really exhausting. So, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how exhausted are you right now?
4. Not very, just sweaty. But I wouldn't say I'm exhausted.
Yeah. So, thank you
Most
two
things in the app.
for your match. What this means is NeonFoxy will continue in the consolation bracket,
Okay.
and Ghostt is out of the tournament. So yeah, thanks both of you for playing. Hope perhaps Ghostt, maybe next event you can get a little bit further, because I do see potential in you. You do have some really good angles. So yeah, I hope to see more of both of you. But NeonFoxy continues in the consolation bracket. So again, thank you very much. I'm gonna pass it over to Baldrick and Artie as I get ready for my own match. So yeah, we'll take a few minutes of break. Then Xathviar and Swinglu will be up. After which Kippenoma, myself, and Benimaru will be up. So yeah, Baldrickk, if you're ready, let me know, and then I'll pass it to you.
Yep, I'm ready. I can start imminently.
All right, I have returned, fresh cup of coffee in hand, and I feel like a human being again.
Hello again, Artie.
Hello, Baldrickk.
Right, well, Kip's warmed up his VR. He's not yet in game. I'm just waiting for the lobby to be live. And we'll switch over then. How do you think today's been going so far?
We had 2 very exciting matches. Yours with Fab, especially, was very even, I felt like. And at some point, it honestly felt like Fab was turning the tables quite harshly on you, but he couldn't consistently keep that up, which is what I think ultimately cost him the victory. And then Foxy versus Ghostt was a very fast-paced and exciting match, although without trying to be rude, a bit one-sided in favor of Foxy,
Foxy
which
is a
isn't to say that
fantastic player, yeah.
absolutely very wide, but still controlled and accurate movements, which I think is hard to pull off consistently from what I remember playing table tennis IRL myself. I was very impressed with that.
Yeah, I
It
played
isn't to
both.
say that Ghostt didn't make a good effort. Like,
Yeah,
don't get me
I've
wrong.
played both of them. Ghostt in my match and Foxy in some practice, and Foxy just dominated me. So Ghostt did absolutely fantastically. I think Ghostt did better than I think I would have done.
That is fair enough. All right, next up is Kip versus Benimaru. What do you think how this will go?
I haven't played Benny. I have played Kip. Kip is great. But as I haven't played Benny, I can't really say one way or the other. I would like to be able to give some more of an indication than that, but I think I've seen one game that Benimaru has played so far due to time warming up and so on for my own matches. Yeah, I can't really say too much about how Benimaru plays. I just know that Kippenoma is good at quick balls, good controlling spin. So he's definitely one to look out for.
I agree. I saw him play like privately with Holmir a few times, and those were close and very exciting matches. I'm very much looking forward to this one.
Cyberfox, keep music. You'll have to tell me what music to play because Kippenoma hasn't given me any.
Well, that's just rude.
Yep. And I haven't
Just
got
make
anything.
sure.
I haven't got
Just-
anything queued up myself.
Just make sure it isn't something licensed by Nintendo, or we'll get a cease and desist.
You mean unlike what Sausage just suggested?
Yes.
It would be like the Twitter thread. What is your favorite bit of Nintendo game music? Oh, that was a fantastic meme. Ah, yes, Artie, you can give us some music. If you'd like to, while we're waiting.
You know what? Sure, why not? I don't think my microphone is
Baldrickk, it's
shit.
not a match yet. It's Zoth and Swingly's next.
Oh, okay. Right, my bad. Okay. My apologies. I was getting a bit mixed up. We both made the same mistake. Let's fix that then.
Well, I don't think I can provide us with live music because noise suppression is not picking up my guitar. Oopsie doopsie.
Okay. Okay,
Only suggesting to set this match to the Tekken 3 soundtrack.
Good
And-
luck, have fun.
here they go.
Yes.
And the match starts. Xath on the left, Swing on the right. Swing taking the first point.
Swingley taking an early lead. Xathviar giving him a difficult ball off the side of the table. Long shot there. And a miss.
Swing's
by
return.
Xathviar.
No.
Swingley's back up to
Yeah.
5.
Swing's returns are pretty.
I will mute you guys if that's fine.
Yes, you're supposed to do that. Actually.
Yeah, we did ask you to.
Okay. Yeah.
Whoops.
Guess I will
Maybe-
full mute myself.
Maybe we should
first,
insult
okay.
them before the game and see if they've got us muted.
All right, this should work. And the game continues. Swingley in the lead with 6 points right now for this game. Xathviar seems to have issues returning Swingley's fast-paced low balls. I don't know what you actually call them in table tennis lingo, but you know what I mean.
I haven't a clue either, but Swingley takes the first game of the first set.
Xath taking the lead in this game.
Swingley's once again ahead, but giving Xathviar a point. Only 3 points between them, now 4. Swingley getting closer to the end of this game.
Swingley consistently hitting the ball on the far end of the table, making it
Can
very
make it-
difficult to return it.
Yes, indeed, and that's decided it quite nicely right now.
First set goes to Swingley. A nasty hit on the edge there.
It's always difficult to get those. It's just, even if it isn't, even if it isn't right on the edge like that, it's very easy to think it's going slightly long and off the table, and you just don't react in time when it actually goes short enough to land on the table.
Yes, indeed.
Let's serve there from Xath. Hitting the net, sending the ball high. Although I think because it didn't hit the other side of the table, it was actually Swingley's point. I've just noticed that I think Xathviar is using a WMR device.
Oh,
Which is, I don't think I've seen anyone else use one this tournament.
right, you'll have to explain to me what that is.
WMR, the Windows Mixed Reality. So that would be something like the G2 or one of the older headsets. Like, I don't know which one he'd be using. I don't know enough to tell. May very well be the G2 sausage. It would be a sound bet.
In any case, if I was participating in this tournament with an index, I'd have to fear that it breaks mid-game.
Well, Xathviar took the first game of this set. So he's not doing poorly here. Neck and neck currently on his second game. Going nice and
Seems to be-
strong.
He seems to be getting a better feel for Swingley's playstyle.
Yeah, it almost makes you wonder how much warm up they had, or whether they've changed their play style between the warm up.
Very true. I believe we saw that with Foxy and Ghostt earlier, because from what I've seen in the one warm-up match that was broadcasted, she didn't go for these quick and wide movements there. Played a lot more relaxed.
It just actually became serious about it once it
Mhm.
started, you mean? Another long hit from Swingley there. It's 1 point back.
One side each right now. This could still go either way. Xath slightly overshoots here. Ooh, good corner hit. Xath slightly in the lead.
Yeah,
for
this is game point. Gets this next one. Swingley is down 1 game. Swingley's catching up. Xath has made a few mistakes. Unfortunately, that's a bit of a dive shot there. It went high off the far end of the table. Xathviar takes the game. I find it always a challenge to get the ball down when you go for a reach like that, either forwards or to the side. I don't know about you, but I find it always makes it a bit more awkward to control because hands in a non-standard position. It's not something you have practiced with.
Yes, indeed. It's especially a problem IRL because the table is gonna get physically in the way. So that's one advantage in VR.
I mean, you still don't want to be going through the table. That just feels really weird.
True, I can imagine that.
Swingley going for a quite strong smash there, but just failing to make it over the net.
He
That would
is
be
still
wonderful
clearly ahead in
if-
this game, though.
He seems to have either woken up again or started to counter what Xathviar was doing.
Misses the edge here. Hits the net.
Going long against
Still
Xathviar.
shooting.
Well, we say that Xathviar is now just rapidly gaining points again. Swingley
Oh, but he messes up here.
gets the
Swingley
game.
takes it.
Yes. We are indeed getting there. It's 1-1 in terms of games within this set. And it's still quite close between the two of them. Although Swingley is now getting a bit more of an advantage. Up to 6-3 now.
That is true, but Xath did catch up quite fast. Last
Yeah.
time this happened. Yeah.
It could still go either way. We've seen it go. We've seen someone almost win the game, and it swing back the other way very quickly. Even
Absolutely.
more than last game.
That's
For one player to start losing their concentration, start feeling a little bit of stress. But Swingley takes that one.
and
Scores
takes the
go
set.
to 2-1. Xathviar is not willing to let it lie. He is right on Swingley's heels. Scores neck and neck. His nose just out ahead, not letting Xathviar actually take the lead yet. Once again, drawing slightly ahead. If Xathviar can keep this up, as he draws neck and neck again, he knows how far they'll go. Remember, if they are neck and neck at 10 points, one of them will need to win by 2 points, go ahead by 2 points in order to win the game. Xathviar is now done. Swingley is on Xathviar's heels once again, going back even once more, actually slightly ahead. Is really heating up here. Xathviar is feeling the pressure, it seems, and gives that game away. I think Swingley must have put some spin on that ball, causing it to go wide. I do know that Swingley does like to put some spin on his ball. Maybe that's what Xathviar is struggling to deal with right now. Swingley is certainly going strong at this point in time. Really confident
Absolutely.
enough for the smash there, but not getting it over the net. I think we've seen more failed attempts to smash than successful ones at this point. Maybe it's a strategy to stop trying to do unless you get a really good opportunity. Gave away another point. Xathviar's catching up again, at least partially. Is only 2 points behind now.
Well, make that 3. Also, funny sex number on screen. Not anymore.
Very quickly gone. And Swingley takes the 4th set, bringing him to 3-1 against Xathviar.
Swingley now 1 set away from victory. And this makes it difficult for Xathviar because he will have to win 3 in a row now if he wants to turn the tables.
I mean, it's not impossible. We haven't seen it done
Absolutely not.
yet.
But the pressure is on.
Yes. And if there's any time he's going to start feeling the pressure, it's going to be now.
Xathviar currently in the lead in the game. Swingley slightly overshoots here.
This is the fight for his life in the tournament, as it were. Drops now, he's out.
Swingley hits that.
Yeah, Xathviar is in the lead. He's currently 2 points ahead in this first game of the finals, or potentially the final set. Those 2 points are quickly evaporated as Swingley
And
takes
not
the
Swingley.
lead with 3 very
Ooh.
rapid points. He just needs 2 more to take the game, 1 more. And he has the first game of this set. Xathviar
is
can't
starting.
afford to lose this now.
It is starting to look very bleak for Xathviar here, but victory is still not completely off the table.
Yeah, I mean, when they went 1-1 on sets, I thought that maybe we would see a bit more of a balanced match here. But Swingley showed, after losing that set, Swingley seems to have shown a bit more determination. Just win. Excellent dive there.
Oh, that was good. Xathviar acknowledging his opponent there.
Yes, saw Swingley almost taking a dive right down to the floor, almost losing his footing.
Great sportsmanship from these two either way. Xathviar pulling ahead again in this game. Swingley pulling even.
You have to wonder if Swingley might have had an incident with his cable when he did that dive earlier. It's possible. When you're moving around, especially when there's lots of back movement.
Ooh, and Xathviar gives it away here
Yep.
with
Was this
a
best or first to 5 or 4?
It is first to 4, which means that you
First
have
to 4.
just won, Swingley.
Check the stream real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, it was? Okay. Wait,
Congratulations.
4 or 5?
Good game and well played, gentlemen. It was a pleasure to watch this
No.
match.
So, how did the two of you think that went?
My backhand was really sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was the main problem.
Hmm.
You did look quite strong at the
Let's see,
beginning,
where
though.
was the
It
stream
went
link?
1-1.
There it is.
Swingley, what about
I
you?
won 0-1, right?
So it is. Oh. Wait.
You okay,
It's
Swingley?
1-4 first to 4. Have I
Yes.
won already?
Yes, you just won. You have indeed just won. Well done.
Oh,
So Swingley,
okay.
at the end there, in the last game, You took a pretty far dive forward. It looked like you were almost losing your footage there. Your footing, I mean.
Oh, something about footage? Yes. Yes, I was falling towards my chair.
That is some determination to win.
Yeah, it seemed that after Xathviar took that one set, you were determined not to let him take another. You stepped your game up a bit, it seemed.
Well, I am sweating now.
Was it just pure determination, or was there something else that swung it in your favour at that point, you think?
Well, I started. I don't know if the fast shots from him were getting sloppy or if I just started catching them better, but I did catch them more often.
Good to hear. Okay, well, thank you very much, both of you. Swingley, you're going through to the next round.
Okay.
We shall
Nice.
see you there.
Yeah,
Right.
see you.
Thank you very much. Okay, I'm just going to go have a chat with Kippenoma and Benny and bring them and get them ready for their next match. Everyone watching, we'll be right back. See you very shortly.
Yep.
I'm good.
And thus we enter the final match of the day in the quarterfinals. Kip taking the first point. Who's shooting there a bit?
So Kip takes the early advantage here. He 5 points up to Benny's 1. Make that 6.
Yeah, God.
Benny's struggling to get a good return on Kip's shots. You know that Kip is actually very, very good at controlling the ball, giving it spin that you may not be able to see. I believe that's exactly what's happening here. It's just rising up off of Benny's paddle here.
That's fine.
So Benny is having to control it and going high, giving Kip
Kip takes the first
smash
game.
it. That was a very nice smash to finish the first game between the two of them.
Benny pulling ahead now in the second game.
Oh,
Ooh,
just off the very edge of the table there.
that was
That was,
nasty.
It was nasty and good.
Oh,
Most
okay.
likely quite lucky. We're seeing the spin return to Kippenoma there. Just the amount it rose off of Benimaru's paddle as he hit it. Kippenoma putting some quite mean force spin on it. He seems to do that very easily when he's hitting the ball with a very upright posture of the paddle. So if you watch out for that, that's when he seems to be putting the most force spin on it.
Those are certainly your words. Oh, Sweeney says I'm echoing.
Oh, right. Give me 1 second and I will sort that out.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Kip takes the first set.
Right. I hope that should have fixed the issue. The echoing.
If the echoing does persist, do let us know, chat. Right, keep pulling ahead in this game.
Okay, is that fixed it now, guys? I'm very sorry about the echo. Everything except me. Yep.
Nice return.
Yeah. Nice one.
Well, yeah. The Kip is once again pushing ahead. He's not going easy at all on Benny here. Pushing the speed, which Benny seems to be having trouble dealing with.
Oh, God.
Both fast balls and spinning balls.
Both of which Kip seems to be consistently good at, so this might prove troublesome for him.
Nice.
Kip very clearly hungry for the win here.
Oh,
Very controlled play.
Yeah, Kip has a lot of skill.
I
Out
can
of
see
everyone,
that.
out of everyone I've played,
Ooh.
he's definitely the most skilled. I haven't played everyone in the tournaments, so don't take that as a that he's going to take it by storm. I know he has quite a few hours in this game, probably more than anyone else in the tournament. I say probably. I don't know everyone's hours.
Ooh.
Ooh, nice
Kippenoma
one.
does.
nice.
It was in the survey on the sign-up form. But
Kip
Benny's not giving
very
up without fight. He's only 1 point behind, but Kippenoma gets that 2-point
that's
lead to
Third
11.
that we're starting now.
Okay.
I have not been updating the score. Was that 3?
Ooh.
it
Kip?
was 2 sets, I'm pretty sure.
2. Kip thought it was 3. I thought it was 2 as well.
No.
Very sorry, chat. I was trying to sort out the audio and got a little bit distracted as I was doing so.
Oh god.
Benny is struggling to return these balls. Kip. Every now and then, Kip does make a mistake, and that's where most of Benny's points seem to be coming from.
Indeed. Overall... Sorry, go ahead, Baldrickk.
I was saying Kip just does have a lot of ball control.
Yeah, overall his returns especially, they just, they just seem very
Nice.
confident.
Thanks.
He definitely knows what he's doing here.
Benny
Ooh,
seems to be
I
forced
missed the mark there.
to with high slow balls, and that is his biggest problem. He's mostly giving Kippenoma easier shots to return with, giving Kippenoma
Absolutely,
even
yeah.
more chances to do something with that ball. I mean, it is very possible to do well by lofting slower shots, but they really do have to go the full length of the table.
Absolutely.
Put that player on the back foot and dealing with it. If it bounces in the first half of your opponent's side of the table, he has the time to
Yeah.
react and also the angle. You're a nice fast ball back without having to worry about getting the ball to drop.
Kip 7-2 in this game now.
Yeah, he has a sizable advantage at this point. We've seen people, as we said earlier, we've seen people pull it back, but it's been fairly consistent. Homwe is laughing in the chat. I presume that's because we're talking about balls. As it is a ball game, that's not particularly surprising.
Ooh. Looked like it wasn't going to go over for some reason.
I would have thought one of our
Okay, let's do the fourth.
Kip takes the...
Do you want to take a sip of water? Let me know.
Yeah, okay. I thought, yeah, I'm fine. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Takes the set.
Ah.
3-0 for Kip now. And we're in the match set.
So Kippenoma is up to 4-0.
Make that 5.
Yeah, Benny's just struggling to keep the balls low.
Nice one.
When he
Thanks.
is, it's putting Kip under a little bit more pressure. He's got to hit the edge of the table, which again is a challenge when Kippenoma's doing all sorts of things with the ball. It's coming in fast a lot of the time, and see from
Yeah,
how it's coming
almost.
off his paddle that there's a lot of spin on the ball very regularly.
Absolutely. Kip takes the game. He's not giving Benny any leeway here.
No, not at all.
That's the way it's supposed to be. This is competitive
Yeah.
after all.
Exactly. Thing is, Kippenoma
Nice.
isn't consistent in the spinny bits on it either. Constantly changing it. Even though it does seem that Benny struggles the most with the forward spin, causing it to rise up. He's either dealing with the backspin very nicely, or Kippenoma is not much backspin on it, finding that the forward spin is getting him some points maybe. And until Benimaru starts to be able to deal with that, there's not so much need to mix it up too much. I suspect he's mostly adding a bit of side spin to it. Benimaru can't aim for any side of the table without being worried that he'll spin off one way or the other and potentially off the side of the table.
Nice.
Lovely smash there from Kippenoma.
Absolutely. Kippenoma now 2 points away from taking the final set and does the match 1 point away. And that's
GG.
it.
Alrighty.
That's
GG.
it.
Let
Well
me
played.
unmute him.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
That was a good game, gentlemen. What do you think went right? What went wrong?
Yeah, he just way better than me. Probably more experience and all.
He does
Yeah, I
have a
think I'm
lot of
definitely
hours.
more experienced. And that probably doesn't help Benny's chances. Yeah, I think for me, yeah, no, it went well. There's not a lot to say about it for me.
I mean, it's from my perspective, it seemed like Kippenoma, you had a lot of ball control there. You're putting quite a bit of spin on it quite often.
Yeah, I was trying a little bit. Normally, I'm a little bit more conservative when it comes to spinning, but I thought...
It's a tournament.
Absolutely.
You can to win, right?
well, not just that, but also if I'm not very confident in my spinny balls, it might be good to try them earlier on in the championship bracket instead of like my final match.
Yeah, get a bit of practice in now
Mhm.
in tournament conditions. Get used to the idea of doing it under pressure. Yeah, it seemed, Benny, you struggled quite a bit with the forward spin on the ball. Looking to lift a lot. Is that, you say that's quite accurate?
Yeah, it's probably what went wrong. Yeah, I need to play a lot more, I think. But yeah, next time.
Yeah, next time.
Yeah.
Right, that's our final game for today.
Absolutely.
So-
That was it for the first half of the quarterfinals.
Oof.
Yeah, thank you very much, both of you. That was very a very interesting game to watch, to see what was going on there. Kippenoma is through to the next round, and I look forward to seeing how far you're going to go, whether you go all the way.
Yeah, I wonder too.
There are few challengers who might give you a bit of a pause, I think.
Yeah, Homer, if you're seeing this, I'm coming for you.
Oh, Homer is seeing this, or maybe not. He
Maybe not. Yeah, he just
he gave it-
excused himself.
he gave it
just had
GG and then said exam time, night night, everyone. So he may have just missed your comment there. But I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to.
I was trying to do like a cool WWE, like, I'm coming for you. You know? Who's next?
Homer-
Sweetly, I'm coming for you.
Homer leaving 0.0001 seconds after saying goodbye.
Well, Kippenoma, if nothing else, you can clip that moment and send it to him.
Yeah,
Yeah, nice.
I'll make sure to do that.
Okay. Bye.
Alrighty.
Bye-bye.
Right. Thank you very much, both of you. Thank you very much to Artie for commentating with me.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, everyone who was watching the stream. We shall see you for our next round of matches tomorrow. Same time,
the
same place.
second half of the quarterfinals with Yellow Years versus Sverre, Mr. Laxalot versus Sausage in the consolation bracket, and in the non-consolation bracket,
Championship bracket.
Yeah, championship bracket. Thank you. Homie versus Squash and Binks versus Omega Crit. And I'm looking forward to these matches. It's going to be exciting for sure. So see you there.